my relationship was about to break up, and I, was soon to be, on a journey to extend my experience and knowledge of what grace is, where I narrowed all my belongings down to one of my first little flute bags, and which had a couple of flutes and like a change of clothes, um, and I basically, lifted up my hands, so to speak, and said, okay, I've heard always that life is a gift. And so here I am, have your way with me, you know?
Wow.
And
Oh,
yeah, and it was funny because leading up to that time, as I was narrowing down my belongings, I had lost my sleeping bag. And I had this like backpack, like a wilderness backpack. And I thought, well, if I don't have a sleeping bag, I really don't need this big backpack. And so I gave that away too, which in itself is a really interesting story. But it was beautiful because as I journeyed and I did some hitchhiking and traveled around a bit, um, putting myself in that kind of a vulnerable position allowed me to witness the providence of God, basically, to where it was like, um, I never went hungry. I never like was without shelter, you know, and just the way the things that I needed would appear when I needed them, was very encouraging, and it made me feel like, you know, I wasn't alone in the world, and that there was something larger than myself that was looking after me.